In the case of the murder of the Pole in Stockholm, the facts are as follows. He was shot dead on Wednesday. No one has been arrested yet. There is no official information about the perpetrators, who they are, what nationality they have. The police searched the Polish man's home. Poles are shocked by the lack of basic empathy shown by the Swedish police. Not as a victim, but as one of the gangsters. This is how the Swedish police allegedly treated the Pole killed in Stockholm on Wednesday. Telewizja Republika reporters talked to Mr. Michał's mother about this. Her words are shocking and make us ask the question whether the Swedish state acts in the interest of its citizens or bandits, often with immigrant roots. Many hours of detention at the police station, search of the apartment and police interrogation of Mr. Michał's 12-year-old son. This is how, according to the mother of a Pole killed in Stockholm, the behavior of the police looked like. Like criminals. This is how they interrogated us. I say, stop asking me. Tell me what's going on with my son. In the meantime, of course, they turned my whole house upside down when we were at the police station. I had all the drawers open, rummaged through everything. Mrs. Barbara, with whom Telewizja Republika's Witold Newelic spoke, does not want to show her face for safety reasons. The Swedish police also treated Mr. Michał's 12-year-old son like a criminal. The boy who witnessed the murder of his father spent his first hours at the police station. They kept us at the police station for 5 or 6 hours. He's just a boy. I already saw what condition he was in, and I wasn't in the best condition either. But he started falling out of the chair. They brought him a Coca-Cola and said, "If you want, you can lie down on this floor." The police did not answer questions or try to help in any way. The family of the murdered Pole has no official information about the progress of the investigation. I was given a phone number by the police that I can call and they will give me information. So we called the next day. They didn't know anything. The neighbors agree. They emphasize that the case is very inconvenient for the authorities because it concerns immigrants, which is a taboo topic in Sweden.
Violent crime has been a common occurrence in Sweden for the last couple of years. A lot of migrant-related crime. Sweden is one of the worst countries in Europe right now when it comes to violent crime, and criminal warfare has become a common occurrence in all of Sweden. Of course, all of Sweden is shocked about the brutality of this murder, where a 39-year-old father was murdered in front of a 12-year-old child by a youth gang, as the report says. So the media is in shock, and the reactions has been very strong from the Swedish society about this horrible case.
Mm-hmm. If you can break down the elements why the Swedish society is shocked, if, as you said before, such a crimes are common occurrence.
It's the brutality in this crime that ordinary citizen, a 39-year-old man, is murdered in cold blood in front of his son. His 12-year-old son had to call the police himself while his father was shot by this gang of thugs. We have had a lot of where criminal gangs are shooting each other. We have had enormous problems with bombings in Sweden where innocent people have gotten hurt in that process. But this type of ruthlessness, it doesn't happen that quite often. A couple of years ago, a young girl was shot to death, and she was also of Polish heritage. And that was also quite a big shock. But people are getting annoyed now that politicians say, oh, never again, this will never again happen. Then nothing happens.